Hello, my name is Carl from Steve's North End Mower Shop. At this time, I would like to take a little bit of time in explaining what the benefits at Steve's Mower Shop that we offer, some of the products that we offer, and hopefully this will be educational because I'm going to go through many things people for outdoor power equipment that is things to look at and things to understand before they make a major purchase in the outdoor power equipment. At this time, I have a Toro zero turn. That's our entry point in our zero turn market. I know it's later in the season, but it's still, grass is still somewhat growing, and so is the leaves, and these do an excellent job of grinding up leaves and shredding leaves and making your job a much nicer for the fall time of the year. The zero turn market is really where the focus is at, and zero turns are much more maneuverable than any lawn tractor. And at Steve's Mower Shop, we can take the time and explain if you have some real concerns that can you run one. The sales force at Steve's Mower Shop will gladly go over how easy it is to become acclimated to a zero turn. Some of the things that you can look at is on a zero turn is the deck design. We bring in, on our models, we bring in the fabricated deck. It is a stronger built deck than the stamped deck. The other thing that looking at is the controls, how they function, and that's just feature benefits. And that's the sales force at Steve's Mower Shop will gladly go over as you look at different models. Is it a single cylinder, twin cylinder? Why would you buy something as far as purchasing different engines and stuff like that? So we have the Toro line up here, and this is called the Time Cutter. Then we have next to it is the Gravely, and these are the ZTX series, and we have two of them in here at this moment. There's a 42 and there's a 52. And again, the features are, I'm not going to get into it. It's a little bit, again, this time of year, maybe not as much. But again, the zero turn, they have a foot control to raise and lowering of the deck with a pin, so you visually can sit on it and raise and lower it on the fly. The handles are there. They have armrests. These are the things that as you look and investigate, you should be aware of, such as the fabricated deck, what gauge steel, how it's reinforced, the higher back deck or seat, so it's much better for the comfort. Armrest, why would you? It helps for two factors. One, to rest your arms when you're moving the zero levers, and two is it also keeps you, when you're mowing on hillsides, from sliding a little bit off and on. Again, the next one over is a 52, and again, as you come out to Steve's Mower Shop, something to look at is maybe a little bit wider cut will also mow more grass, but it also trims better than on a 42 where it's parallel to the wheels. But then in certain situations, you might not be able to get it through your gate, your shed, things of that nature. So again, these are things that Steve's Mower Shop will gladly go over and show you the features and all the different models that are available out at Steve's Mower Shop. Something that I'm going to touch on, again, when you look at who's going to deliver it, is it going to be set up? Those are things that we do at Steve's Mower Shop as a service. Parts availability, when you buy some products, or there's going to be a support team behind it after the sale that will help you out with warranty situations. Warranty always stipulates material defect, workmanship. So those are things that, looking at different products, to make sure that there is a support team behind it after you purchase it. Again, we are going to, when we deliver it to your place, somebody will take the time to go over the maintenance areas and how to operate it safely, and you will feel very comfortable after you sit on it that they will teach you how to run it and more efficiently. Here we're going to show you a little bit of the model of the Echo trimmer line. This is called a PAS, and if you see, we have just the power source, but it has many different attachments, and a little bit in the later segment we're going to show some of the products in use. But you can see you can go from a trimmer to a circular saw, a hedge trimmer, two different style hedge trimmers. There's a chainsaw, so you don't have to climb up on a ladder with an extension. We have an edger, a bed redefiner, and a tiller, and there'll be a broom, and we're going to take that out, a rubber bristle paddle, and we're going to try and show you what the benefit of that is. It's going to be great for snow, light snow, and it can be used for mulch if you do mulching. So for the homeowner or the commercial guys. But this is a nice product, and it's very versatile. So instead of having many different you have one engine that'll fit many different, and you'll see how quickly it changes from one to the other. It's sort of like a transformer. You're going to change it back and forth, and it makes your life a lot more useful. Here I am sitting on the Gravely, and it's called the HD. It is a step up from the Homeowner series, but it's still classified Homeowner because it does not have the rollover protection. That is not put on here. It is acceptable, but it has all the features of a commercial grade machine, meaning that this will have on the transmissions, you have filters that you can change out. It has a real robust type of frame. You can see it's box tubing, a fabricated deck. It has the feature of the mower deck that we can change the height of the cut by just the panel right here. It tells me what height to cut. If I want to change it, I just pull the pin out and move it to whatever height I want. And this one here will drop it down or put it up. If you go all the way up, it goes and locks in a transport mode. They'll make it in different size deck. This is a 48. There's a 60-inch cut in here. There's a 52. These are something that people want to upgrade. If you are mowing, let's say 5 acres, 3 to 5 acres plus, maybe you want to look at the HD series without truly getting into a commercial grade. They're powered with Kawasaki engines, and we are an authorized Kawasaki dealer. We have products as far as serviceability, and I'll touch a little bit about serviceability. This year, I know that we mowed maybe a little less, but the thing of it is, with the grass being drier, it'll create a lot more damage with the air filters needing to be changed out. The oil was much hotter, so there's servicing is still important this year coming up. And with the leaves coming down, it does work on the blades and be more aggressive to the blade, meaning damaging the blades because of the leaves. They'll tend to be more abrasive. So when you start out next year and you want your lawn to look great, you need to have your blades sharpened, the air filter, because of the dust that this is creating this year, and also, like I say, the heat and wear of the engine with the oil. And in Steve's Mower Shop, the small engine industry recommends that oil that you buy should have zinc in it. It helps to fortify the oil and make it better for the small engine, because we run much hotter than the car industry, and regular oil that you purchase does not have zinc in it. So be aware of that the outdoor power industry really recommends the use of zinc in the oil. Here I am, we're looking at snow blowers, and I know it's in this early fall, but this is the time of the year that two things are, as far as I'm concerned. One is maybe new models that we are having in Steve's North End Mower Shop, but also if you're going to check your current snow blower, make sure you start it up early enough that we don't have issues when it does snow and you walk out and go, oh, it doesn't start, and now you have a complex where you have 6 to 8 inches of snow out there. So this time of the year, especially between October, November to early December, it's time to go out, check your snowblower, verify, and we recommend the use of non-ethanol fuel in the gas tanks today, because of ethanol creates a lot of issue with carburation. At this time, I'll take a little bit of time to show you what features on the Aaron snowblower that stand out against many other manufacturers. Something we call, they have what they call the ability to turn on. And many snowblowers have a locked axle, so this has ability as you're turning, the ability to turn as maneuverability on there. This has what we call single hand control. You squeeze this one down, makes the impeller run. Squeeze this down, makes the wheels go, but that allows you to have free handle to move the chute if I want to while I'm still blowing snow. If I let go of here, it stops the unit, not the engine. It's not like your mower. So this is a nice feature we've incorporated on the zero turn, or on the Aaron's mowers or snow blowers. They call it single hand control. They have controls that control how far I'm going to throw the snow. By moving this lever, I can control the distance. We have it in different models with different engines. This is a 24-inch. This is called super high output. It has to do with, it has a bigger impeller. What I'm going to do is show you some other things that on the Aaron's that is unique. They have the little cutting edges here, and that's so that when you go out at the end of the driveway where it's really been pushed out with the snow blade as it came by through from the plow, it will bite in there and chop it up. This has a cast iron gearbox. It is reinforced in here because, again, under these conditions, you're talking about severe usage and how rough it will be. So they reinforced it here. We do have shear bolts, so it will protect the gearbox. This is a reinforced. You can see how heavy the steel, because again, in this environment, when it's cold, the snow is heavy and it freezes, it's really hard to really blow snow with that situation. Underneath here you can't see, but we run a dual belts instead of just one single belt. That's sort of like you're shoveling with your arms. We have now dual belts so that the engine, with the high torque that these engines produce, have less slippage. And that is real important when you're really blowing the heavy wet snow that we get here in the Northeast because of the environment that we live in. So again, these are the features that come out at Steve's Mower Shop. There's different models. They have different features, like this has hand warmers on it. The model in front of us does not. But these are things that will tell you what you might want to have available as far as different features on the Aaron's line of snowblowers. So this one, all of them on the Aaron's line have the auto turn. But again, when we sell them, we will distribute. When we set them up, we show people, we explain. We also talk about maintenance and, like I said, different things to how to keep it performing at top level at Steve's Mower Shop. Here I have a lineup of Echo backpack blowers and handheld blowers, and some of the features I'm not going to get into, because you can basically see we have like a small one maybe for the homeowner, medium grade, maybe commercial homeowner, and then we're going to demonstrate this one out the back. That is the biggest one, and it is awesome. I mean, we're going to show a little demonstration of how it can blow leaves and some other things. Right now we don't have a lot of leaves, but I'll show you something that I can prove how strong it is. We have two different handheld blowers, and you won't be able to see, but certain ones we have rebates on. We have on this model we have a $30 rebate, and that's at Steve's North End Mower Shop, so stop out. Again, I'm not going to get into all the specific models, but as you come out you can stop out. But something about Echo that is real important is a 5-year warranty, and warranty always stipulates material defect workmanship. Now the one thing we have to be aware of, again, is the gas related problems that we do run into. So it is real important that you find non-ethanol gas. It is available in this area, not that far away. We do at Steve's Mower Shop, we use non-ethanol gas and using our Echo oil that really helps to keep the engines performing at their maximum, not having carburation issues. So that I can show you. Stop out. Hopefully this has been helpful, and I do recommend using a non-ethanol fuel. Here we have a lineup of trimmers. Again, there is many models, different available, different features on them. I'm not going to get into each one, but basically as you go up, this is the entry point, a straight shaft trimmer. I like straight shafts because the benefit over a curved shaft, it reaches out further underneath things, and it also keeps the debris from blowing back at you, and there's not that much of a cost increase over a curved shaft. These are just models, larger engines that have a larger displacement, much more power as you go up, and sometimes as a homeowner they're just looking at the entry point, but these are also great because they give you more power so that you can take and put on blades. You can put on a brush blade to cut small trees and saplings down. So this is something to consider when you're looking at Steve's Mower Shop. And again, the 5-year warranty, that helps the consumer feel like when they purchase something, they have protection the whole year, 5 years. So if something does break, again, not carburation related or fuel related issues, it's something to consider. Here we have the lineup of Echo chainsaws. Again, this time of the year where you're having cleanups, trees are falling, some of the dead ash trees, something that they might, and we have many different models. Why different models? Because it fits somebody's need. Homeowners sometimes are climbing, okay, but the other thing of it is as how big you want to get into. We have offering rebates built into our products right now. Certain models have house rebates at Steve's North End Mower Shop. So stop out if you're looking. Like we even have a battery lineup where we have $200 off on a battery chainsaw, different models. Again, this is a more top handle. This is a regular handle chainsaw that would have the battery. We have different bigger ones with different size bars. Again, everything is relative to what you as a consumer are trying to do. We have something here that is a bag and shred that you can actually hook up and have shred up the leaves, pick them up out of the flower beds and run them right through the vacuum, and it will shred them up. Here's your bag that will blow up. That fits over your shoulder, so that's nice if you're going out there and you have shrubbery, a lot of shrubbery, and you don't want to be trying to rake it out of there. You can just pick them up, and at Steve's Mower Shop we have that available. We have a lineup of Toro rotary mowers. I call them rotary mowers. That's what they've been for all the years. And there's different, again, this is a simple push mower. We have a self-propelled mower up here. Then this is a single speed mower, and the bottom one, which you can't really see, it's a twin. This one is a personal pace, and this one over here is personal pace with the electric start. So different model. This is stow and store. It can actually take the bag off and flip it up on its handle. This time of year, maybe it's with the leaves, you want to pick up leaves. That's a great thing with the bag. It can be converted to mulching with just a flip of a lever. You can actually just take this, push this down, and flip it over to make it into a mulching mower. You can just take the bag off like I'm going to do here and just take it off. The handle on this particular model, you can just pull the two pins over and you can fold it over. That's a nice feature for storage over the winter. You can stand the mower up on end. We've really been, this model is what we carry in stock, the store and stow model instead of the regular one. It's just a little bit of a little bit more expensive by $10 or so. So we bring this one in because it has that extra feature. But then there's electric start. Again, it depends on the consumer. They have maybe age, but they can walk behind it. You have electric start. You just push the button and it turns the engine over. And it has a battery, so that's a nice feature on a rotary mower. So again, and we always at Steve's Mower Shop gas, oil, assemble them, so when you walk out the door you can go home and mow grass. What we have out here is a Toro Z Master, and this is our commercial grade mower, and we have it outside. And some of the features, again, you have your foot control to change the height of cut, and we have an adjustable seat, a suspension seat as they call it. And you see that nice armrest on here, because you are probably going to mow more than an acre of yard with this type of mower. Right now, Toro is offering a $1,250 rebate on certain models. And the Z Master of this one here does qualify for certain ones. So it's really talking about right now is a great time to look at mowers as far as the commercial or high-end homeowners, because of the rebates that are being offered on different models. Then we're powering it with a Kawasaki engine. We have different little features, such as we have a compartment here to put stuff, holder for your drinks, whatever you may be. But it is a really, you can see it's a big box tubing frame. So that is something to consider at Steve's Mower Shop. And the rebate right now with financing available will be really advantageous to buy it this year before you go into next year, when maybe the prices may go up. We do have certain models in stock, so stop out. I know it's been a great year for mowing grass, so stop out and check up. Maybe you need to upgrade from what you've been currently mowing with. Over here we have the Toro Titan. This is a little bit of a downsize from the commercial Z, but it's a in-between model, bigger than the Time Cutter as we call it, but it's a little larger. This is a 60-inch deck. This is, again, maybe dressed to the homeowner series. Nice mower, has some nice features with the Kawasaki engine on it. We do stock it in Steve's Mower Shop. It's a 60-inch deck. Stop out. It has some nice features such as the height of cut with the pin on the side. So that's available with different warranties, and you need to specifically check each model for what's available, just because models vary with different warranties. Over here we have the Toro, and it's called the HD. I did sit on one in the shop. This is a very nice machine. It has been really well built. These have serviceable pumps on the transmissions, and again, you learn about this as you come out, and we will explain, the sales force will explain, but these actually have oil filters in the transmission, just like a car does. We actually, after they've been so many hours, we would service the transmissions. That gives you better life expectancy on the transmissions, just like you do with the engine. They recommend changing the oil every 100 hours, but we have an oil filter on these engines, and the idea is to change the oil, and like I said before, using oil that is proper, such as with zinc in it. So it's real important to help prolong the life of it, and the air filters are real important. And again, because of this year, it really is important that as you check around, making sure you service the oil filters, air filters, fuel filters that are in here. And that's, like I say, transmission filters on many mowers should be changed after so many hours of use. Each manufacturer has its time on it, and most of these mowers have hour meters on it, so you can properly know when to change it. This is one of the Echo's PAS, as we talked about, power attachment, and I have it here. It's a string trimmer. So I'm going to show you and demonstrate. I have a blower that we're going to put on it and how easy it can be done. And at that point, now we're ready to make a blower. So we're going to start this up, and we'll show you how efficient this does as a blower. Okay, here we have it as a blower. And you can see how the nice feature about this, again, is it can be converted from a string trimmer to a chainsaw to a leaf blower, and it's nice because it's right there down where you're blowing leaves. It has really been acceptable because, again, convertibility. You're using it for many different attachments, and you've seen how hopefully it was easy enough to convert from one to the other. Here I am. I was just trying to, we don't have a lot of leaves. What I'm doing, one of the things this is used for, it can be done for mulch. All I have is leaves right here, but it's also designed for doing snow, that you can blow the driveway and sidewalk off, going across the driveway to blow snow off of it. So it'll be much more efficient than shoveling by hand, and it gets it down to the bare sidewalk. So this is a tool that can be added to the PAS, and that's a nice feature, again, for wet, heavy snows that are just 1 to 3 inches. It'll clean off that with the rubber paddles, and that's something, again, you can use it. I'm just trying to demonstrate with leaves, but again, when you get into mulch and stuff like that, it will clean up. If you're doing debris on the yard when you're trying to clean up, it's a great tool to add to your PAS arsenal. Something else we were touching on is that when you have it on your back, the backpack blower does have shock absorbers or springs built in, so it diffuses some of the energy or the vibration off of you. It actually blows cold air or cool air off of here back on your back, so when you're really blowing, you're not sweating and stuff like that. It blows cool air off of here. The other thing that they use it in the industry, again, with light powdery snows, instead of out there, you can blow with this, and it really does clean off your cars, your sidewalks. So handheld blowers can be very versatile. Handheld blowers, backpack blowers, blowing off the snow instead of out there with a shovel or a squeegee. So we have multiple attachments that Echo has provided. Hopefully this has been helpful deciding some of the outdoor power equipment that your needs may be. We at Steve's North End Mower Shop at 435 Malgers Mill Road, we've been here 40 some years. So it's something, if you come out, we will go over any kind of outdoor power equipment that we have. Our sales force will explain the features and the benefits. You can have a feature, but what is the benefit to you as a consumer? And again, some of the things we offer: pickup and delivery. We have different trucks or 2 rollbacks that are available to pick up your mowers for servicing. I think this year, because of the long mowing season that we're occurring, but the leaves in the fall of the year create a lot of dust, and that will hard on the blades and the air filters and the fuel system, because as you open and close. So it's real important to get your mowers in over the winter months when you don't need them. But by March, we will be very inundated with repair work. So hopefully it helps to explain some of the things about Steve's North End Mower Shop and servicing of your mowers.